For some people feel like wetlands are something they don't want on their property, and they want to get rid of it, and they want to fill it in, and they want to destroy it, where we feel the opposite, like it's the wildest part of our property. It generates all these beautiful things that aren't found anywhere else because we haven't been messing with it.
It's just a beautiful area. This is just my ideal. Rolling hills, meadows, creeks, water, forests. It's got everything. So it was sad when all that water went away.
The work that we're doing here to restore the meadow system is mimicking what beavers would do naturally. So they would normally build dams that slow the water down and back it up. And we're putting in beaver dam analogues that have this, mimic the form and the function of those natural beaver dams. And just like beaver dams, they're slowing the velocity, causing sediment to drop out and build up the stream bed closer and closer to the floodplain again.
Beaver dam analogues are essentially, they're a tool to jumpstart recovery of these systems, but the long-term recovery comes from the reintroduction of beaver and having beaver maintain beaver dams and work their magic on the landscape. And if you look at that at a watershed scale, in a place where water is becoming scarce, and especially late season flows and late season temperatures, water temperatures going up, that water storage is critical for climate change resiliency.
I think BDAs are excellent tools to use in a lot of places, particularly in these low gradient meadow environments where beavers would have naturally been the grade control agent. And so what happened when the stream channel incised at Triple Creek was it also straightened itself. And that meant that there was an awful lot of stream power that continued to erode the stream banks and maintain that straightened form. So with the BDAs, what we've done is we've put in a couple of different structure types that actually not only raise the stream bed, but they also reduce the stream gradient. So we do that by lengthening the stream. So we're actually pushing water left and right around different structures to ultimately flatten the slope of the system. And those two things in concert help to raise the stream bed. While we're all working toward the same goals, there's a lot of people who genuinely tend to overbuild and over-engineer structures, and Trout Unlimited has a design philosophy that aligns with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and mine, in that we like to build stuff that is as naturally functioning as possible. So my hope is that by bringing back the water, we bring back all of those plant communities, which then supports a lot of the animal communities as well, and clearly the fish are a big part of that too.
We knew from the beginning that community involvement was going to be a really important part of this project, and so we made it a high priority to keep the community in the loop. For the education part of this project, we had a lot of student involvement, and that has actually brought a lot of community members in too, because in order to have kindergarten through 12th grade students on site, we need a lot of support.
Like we did without so many volunteers.
We've been able to bring together collaborators to help the Triple Creek landowners to work towards their conservation and education goals for this land by increasing the stream diversity and using natural processes.
Now that's you two. You know what to do next.
Working with OHA has been really fun, and it's kind of manifested our dreams of having an educational environmental project here on our property, because we want to share this land in a way with our community, but it's but we want to also preserve its quietness and its natural thing. So this has been the perfect project to do that.
You know, in 10 years, it'd be great to see, you know, kids still coming up here and seeing how the project has gone and seeing, you know, how it goes.
It was just inspiring to me to see the enthusiasm coming from landowners, coming from federal agencies, coming from the local conservation group, and to kind of synergize that and have it coalesce in a really successful project was really rewarding.
A lot of it is, I think, a learning process for everybody. You know, I don't think we really know the end result, but from what's happening in the 3 years that it's been going on, it seems like a real plus to me. It seems like it's working.
The thing is, in the Okanogan Highlands, we all care about the beauty here. We all see it differently. We want to preserve it differently, but we all care. And the main thing OHA has brought is they've allowed people to love the Okanogan Highlands in a really cool way.